Come on in this house.
Welcome back to the Navy Black Podcast. This is Big Boy the Boss, aka the Money Quarterback. Look at my dreads, they fresh. You did all us fresh right now, man. Episode 56. I messed up last week.
Yeah, you said 54 last week.
Yeah. Episode 56. What up, Dev?
You got to take it step by step and know that it's going to come. Appreciate the base hits just as much as the home runs. I'm from South Carolina. What's up, Bit?
Knock out the park. What's up, everybody? Hey, I'm just in here, man. I'm just trying to own and not be owned. That's what I'm trying to do.
Shout out to Andre Hatchett.
Yeah, shout out to Andre Hatchett. Like I ain't know who said that, but like I said, that wasn't my saying. That wasn't my saying, but that's just how I felt. What I wanted to say, what I just said. You feel me?
What up, Jeremy?
What's up, Jeremy?
What up? I'm good with y'all, boy.
We in this place, man. It been a good week, y'all. The market been good to us this week, man.
Been a good
I
week.
always love a green week, especially in tech, because that's what I really look at the most. I didn't make the money I should have made because the money that was made in the market this week is life-changing money.
Yeah.
And you could have really changed your life with the money. I had a green week, which I made more than what I make at my job this week, but it should have been a 10K week, a 20K week. I saw a dude make 120K
On
off
a Friday.
GameStop on a Friday, man.
On a Friday.
You can't beat that, man, and that's why we say the market can change your life. I'm really into real estate, and that's where I want to park my money at. But the stock market is where I'm going to change my life at, and that's a fact, Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my thing too though. Like I know I got other stuff that I want to do, but the stock market is, like you said, gonna help me park my money somewhere, because that 9 to 5 money, I mean, it's okay, but you ain't gonna be able to really go out and do the stuff that you want to do with it. I'd rather make me some money in the market, take that money, use it to flip it into something else, the thing that I'm really passionate about the most. Like if you passionate about real estate, why wouldn't you make a little extra money on the side and dump it into your real estate? Why wouldn't you do it?
Exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm
gotta
trying
say,
to get enough money in the market and buy a new house.
Live below your means and then get a way to find a way to get capital and then don't have to worry about it. And after that, you just get it.
Just
That's all
get
I had to say.
But that's what we're saying. That's why we say this is a growth podcast, because we're trying to talk about growth and growth in knowledge, growth in capital, just growth in mindset, because our mindset wasn't always this mindset. But you have a green week in the market and you just feel like you got your mojo back in the way. Not saying not being down, but I realized, like we were talking about earlier, the plays I get into, if I had the patience to like hold out and just wait on them to like be positive,
Be patient.
they will work out. But patience is the key in the market. And like I tweeted on Twitter, you gotta be patient because it's so pivotal in the market. If you're not patient, you're gonna just give away your money when you could be patient and make that 13K that you could have made by selling too early.
That's what I say. You know, it just, you make decisions in the market, and like I say, no patience. But like this week in the market, I made what people make in 2 weeks in 1 week. But and you know, and I just did it with patience because I didn't even really was in the market. Like I didn't even work this week at all. I felt like I just had a vacation week, but I made more than what people make in 2 weeks in 1 week. And like that's what the market can do for you if you're just patient. It's like you don't have to force nothing. Just like go by the technicals and your fundamentals, whatever. Go by whatever you go by, and then just execute. And like just believe in what you believe in what you see. Cause like most of the time what you see is, if you studying and doing the right techniques and fundamentals and technicals, you might be onto something.
I be too thirsty for plays though. I ain't gonna lie.
Don't
A lot of
force
times, the reason that I be running out of patience with a play is because I see some profit and be like, okay, that's a decent number. I'm looking for the next play. Like, but sometimes you don't need to do that. Like, you need to just go ahead and just let that one ride. And then once you see, okay, I done got a decent amount, it's looking like it's about to max out on my earnings, then you come out. But I be so thirsty, like looking at other stocks while I'm trying to.
Yeah.
While I'm already in the midst of a play, like,
Yeah,
okay, what's
you
the
winning
next one?
right
Like,
now.
what's the next one? Like, okay, this one green. Okay, I'm gonna take this money out, but I got to know what I'm gonna do with it when I take it out. So it's like I'm ready to yank it out so I can put it somewhere else. And damn, I looked at my Robinhood account. I ain't make my first play until the beginning of October.
Yeah.
So it's like I need to start looking at it like it's a sprint and just understand,
Yeah,
like, bro,
it's
like
a
you
process.
3-4 months into this thing,
Exactly.
like,
And you can do this for the rest of your life.
yeah, it's like I ain't finna. I don't mark my words, but I don't plan on dying no time soon.
feel
So I
me?
mean, I could just keep doing this and doing this and doing this.
And
But
getting
I be
better.
looking at it like I want 20,000 in my account by February 1st. But
Yeah.
like, don't do
It
that.
don't
work that way.
Don't do that. Please don't do
It
that.
can happen.
But
Yeah.
everybody learn, like I say, this the statement of cut your losses and like I say, let your winners win. Because like I say, both of y'all, we all had this problem this week or whatever. Like I saying, like we cut some, we sold some stuff too early, and we could just let our winners win because we was in profit. But you just sold because you didn't want to lose that profit. But like you just let it, cause like Apple on this was Thursday, right? Or Friday? This was Friday.
Friday.
Apple like, okay, it ran down to like I bought it at $5, and it was. I've been holding it all week, but so it was up to like $10, and when Friday morning it ran out to like $9. But I could have sold right there. Somebody would have panicked. Like Big Boy, his contract, he sold his contract.
I didn't
because I got time on the contract. So instead of selling, I just held it right. I just held it, and by the end of the day, that contract at $12 now.
So
like,
Big Boy, what you say when you seen it though?
Man, I saw it running down.
He's like, I'll buy it. But his
Because my
contract was
contract
shorter.
expiring this Friday though, so I'm like, if it really run down, I need time for it to go back up, and I ain't got a lot of time. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not gonna give up a lot of profit. I bought the contract for $370, and I sold it at $825. But when the market ended Friday, the contract was at $10.85. So I lost $260 in the process of that contract. But I had jumped back into Apple towards the end of the day, and I made a little bit of money on that contract already.
Yeah.
So I'm still in there for Apple, and I got an AMD contract. And like I say, and like he just said, technicals and fundamentals, you learn them. Like news gonna move the market, but the technicals gonna show you the story of the market.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna show you how what it's been doing. Like Apple, it's been in accumulation, it's been in consolidation. You feel me? Like for a while, or since like January 4th. And so it had to run back up because people like the company Apple. It's a company that's gonna keep growing because people love iPhone right here, iPad everywhere.
Everybody in the room got an iPhone.
Yeah. All of us got iPhones because we love Apple products. So that company is a good company. Maybe it like go down for a little bit, but over the long term, you can make so much money off of Apple. So if you put long term contracts on Apple, you're gonna win. You just gotta have your money in there. And I want to make money on a consistent basis, so it's hard for me to be patient for a long term.
Yeah.
Like having the contract for 2022, 2023. It's gonna be hard for me to do that right now because I want that capital right now to get me a new place, and we trying to like keep this at the podcast studio. So we gotta make major moves. And
Gotta
like,
make major
we
moves.
Gotta make
Gotta
major
continue
money.
to make big
But that's
capital.
the thing about it. Our expense is so low, and this mortgage payment is just like somebody's regular mortgage payment, but it's two sides. So if we wanted to, we can rent it out and make hella money from this property, or we can just pay it off, and it's not too much money in the first place.
It's like think about you've been in a position of ownership, so it's like you can do whatever you want to do to it. It's like just going back to like the market, like just as every week, like I was talking to like we went and saw our family members last week, and so like I mean not last week but last night for like a first time in a while, like a lot of them because we was doing a little project that we got going on that we'll talk about it more in a closer podcast to that situation. But anyway, like just letting them know like the stuff we doing in life, and like just like I just wish my grandma could have been putting $20 into Apple in 1999, you know,
Right.
and to this day, like she
Right.
would, like I say, my grandma chill now, she live a good life now, but like just the stuff she could see, and like she was talking to me about it. She's like, you know, I'm too old, I ain't smart enough to do that junk right now. Like, yes you are. Like I say, you can do that junk right now if you wanted to. It's just like cause like
You
we
want
talking
to.
about the KFC guy, he started with at 67. My grandma ain't even 70 years old yet and stuff. So like she, in my opinion, I hope she got a long more time to go. You feel me? So like she can do whatever she want to do. First and foremost,
A
but
lot
like
of time.
it just I just wish like we was all afforded this knowledge before like this to now. Like
Yeah.
like our family didn't.
And
ever
what
get
a lot of people don't understand is like the same way that you had a story about wearing your Be a Doer shirt. I had mine on and I was walking through the store and some white man, you know, our white men here, they want to talk to niggas, but some white man was like, oh, I like that shirt. Who made that? And I was like, oh, me and two of my partners, you know, we got a podcast. This is our shirt. And he was like, hey, I'm going to tell you like this. I'm 78 years old. Every day that you wake up, you got another chance to be a doer. And I'm like,
exactly.
For real,
Yeah.
though.
Like, great quote.
That's why the shirt we made wanted to be statements that you look at and you actually like internalize because it really means something.
Yeah.
It means something serious. Actions over word, you can't be wearing a shirt like actions over word and you don't live that way. Your actions better be over your words. Like I can't be talking about the stock market and not in the stock market every day. This is a part of my life now. This ain't just something I talk about. This is a lifestyle. Like I'm in the market 5 days a week. It's open 5 days, but 7 days really
You don't
because
do
I got
this shit for
Bitcoin.
fun. You don't do this shit for fun.
Right.
I don't do play no more. I don't do real
Right.
estate for play. This morning I was up painting baseball. When we get done with this podcast, we're gonna lay some flooring.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what type of life I live right now. During the week, I don't have no days off. Like I never have time just to sit down, just pick my feet up and just chill.
No, hell
I
no.
wish.
I guess I could say I had that time now, but just because I don't have to work a job no more. But
Yeah.
other than that, I'm working.
You
but
saved yourself anywhere from 40 to 60 hours a week.
Yeah, but my mind is always working. I'm always thinking, but that's why we come here every week. I always come up with these ideas. It's
Yeah.
different because like I just be thinking about how I can make what I got going on in my life better. And that's why I'm saying that's what you do. You afford the time to finally like devote time to yourself, man. I was saying you got to go at your passion. So like The whole time I'm trying to do it, trying to make this junk just as good as it can be. And like, I spit up my mouth so that closer, I'm definitely cutting that out. I just had to just let you know. I'm definitely cutting that
Mr.
out.
Moist Mouth
You
over
feel
there,
me?
man.
I'm definitely cutting that out. But I couldn't just make you laugh at that.
Mr. Moist Mouth.
Anyway, though, for real, I forgot what we was talking about, but for real, man, just like the time you afford it, it's like I wish everybody could be able to feel how this feel to be like. I say like I ain't doing nothing. This ain't nothing big, but it's like where we from. Like I can just really sit back and just focus on myself and still be able to make enough money to sustain my lifestyle.
Yes,
like that's pretty
that's
cool in my
big.
opinion.
That's freedom.
Yes, it's freedom.
That's what everybody want. Everybody go to work for one reason and one reason only: money. And what you need money for? To buy product and to buy supplies, to buy stuff. And what you need to buy stuff for?
You can't
so
eat.
You have freedom from doing the hard work and buy.
Yeah, because you cannot eat money. You cannot drive money.
Right.
You cannot wear money. Only thing you can do with money is spend that shit.
Yeah, that's all you can do.
Right.
And to get everything you need, like you say, to get goods and stuff. So like that one saying, just money is just a tool, just another tool, just like these ring lights, just like the camera I'm looking at right now. It's just a tool to make my life a little more simpler. To, like I said, collect some memories. That's all it's for.
And then, like, and to piggyback off of that, like, shout out.
Choking over here.
And to piggyback off of that, though, shout out to Carlos when he was like, man, you gonna be broke if you got a job. Niggas don't understand. Like,
Niggas
you
don't
broke
understand.
because of your job.
I
Your
understand
job
that
give you
100%.
enough money just for you to come back.
Come back, nigga.
Come on back, man.
Tomorrow, because I know you ain't got no time to even put no time in
Yeah,
yourself.
I ain't give you enough money to have no free time.
I was talking about I was saying this the other day about the guy at my job. He lived in Santee at my last job or whatever. So think about this. He worked a 12-hour shift, but he driving an hour and 10 minutes to the job and back. That's 14 hours and 20 minutes right there, but he still got to get up. He got to eat that day.
Gotta
He got
brush
to go
his
to
teeth.
sleep. He got to brush his teeth. He got to,
And if he
when
got
he
any
at work-
kids or any family, he got to spend time with them too.
you feel me? When he at work or whatever, say about him working a night shift on the weekend.
Nah.
What is he doing besides going to work? And like I said, like there ain't nothing wrong with that. Like I said, you getting money.
It
and
is
stuff.
something wrong with it to me.
No. What's wrong? No, I'm saying you just spending a lot of time that.
It ain't nothing wrong with it if that's what you want to do.
Because at one point in time, I was spending like 10 and a half hours every 2 weeks on the road. Like 10 and a half, that's a lot of time I was getting taken away from myself. So saying that and working, that's why I was telling him this morning or whatever. Like, I'm able to like. I'm still working just as hard as I was when I was at work. I'm still on the road a little bit, like,
Yeah.
but like I'm
Not
gonna
as much, but
at
still
some point
on
in
the
time it's
road.
gonna be done. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna have to do it as much because we just fixing this side up right now. But it's like
That's what it's about when you a boss.
How about I was still working?
Yeah.
Cause I'm supposed to be working. If my crew would be working today, so that's crazy.
Yeah. And see, like for me and Big Boy, we like we work for a service company. So like Super Bowl coming up, the service that we sell goes great with the Super Bowl. Like imagine, like luckily for us, we in a situation right now where one of our customers, they closing down. So we
Yeah.
ain't gonna really have to do as much.
Perfect
But
timing.
like I know how it feel to then wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, start work at like 3:30, 4 o'clock, and then I'm looking at my watch and it's like, okay, shit, it's 3:30 p.m. Like you just hit 12 hours. Like your whole day, like you've been doing this since before the sun came up. Like I really want to go home right now. Like
I've
why the
been
hell do I
loving them
keep
short
doing
days,
this, dog? That shit rough. Them
Them
short days is
are
beautiful
amazing,
though.
dog. I don't need
Beautiful.
to work long time. I don't need all
You
the
can put
money.
And you
extra
see
time
how
or
much
something?
better your
I
body
need to
feel,
look-
how much extra time you got. It's
Got
like
life, dog. Like you get off like 2 o'clock.
even if it save you 2 hours out your day, that extra 2 hours, you can get so much shit
It
done,
worth,
dog.
it's worth $100 every hour, dog. Like I'm getting paid just from life $100 an hour by getting off 2 hours early. Like I don't need
That's
the money
crazy.
from work. I can get money other ways. I always tell people this: when you start learning skills and you learn how to make money different ways, you don't look at your job the same. I don't need all this money from the job. I'm gonna find a way to get this money. I just need more time to be able to put into doing what I need to do to get this money. Because if I can be on the internet learning about, like I say, business credit or building a business, trying to build a shirt brand, trying to learn how to build it to a bigger audience, this podcast,
Yeah.
I can get more time with it, not going to work, and I
Yeah.
can build it because I know what we saying is real stuff, and people can learn from this. Like
Yes.
you see a podcast like Earning Leads or Grow because they teaching people and they showing people how to build business and do real estate, do stocks.
Yep.
You gotta bring people value,
Got
and that's how you get money. You bring
Yeah.
value, you get money.
That was
And because people willing to pay for the value that you bring.
Exactly.
Like if I got something that you need at the time, like that's what's so beautiful about YouTube. Like you can go on YouTube and make a whole bunch of money because it's like I do this and it's a whole bunch of people out there in the world that don't know how to do this, they can come to me and figure out how to do it, and I'm gonna get paid for it.
Yeah,
and I ain't
paid.
walk outside and pick this up and put that over there and put this together and sell this
record.
and buy that. Like I just came and gave you a service, you came and bought it. That's it.
Exactly.
It's
all
like
the-
transaction.
Like we was watching a woman on YouTube this morning or whatever, and she was talking about like she done grew her subscribers to 200K, but she like before that she was spending all this money on her YouTube videos and her production and her research and all that stuff, and like now she getting paid like $30,000-$40,000 a month just off YouTube because she put the money in first, and then now she getting the value back out of it because like I say, because she brought the people value, and like people gonna come, they gonna subscribe, they gonna want to pay attention when you start spitting the knowledge
Damn
you do.
near half a million a year.
You
If
feel
you
me?
teaching somebody
Easy.
stuff they want to learn, that's bringing them value, and they gonna continue to come back. And that's why I love her channel. Also, it's Noel Randall or something like that. Noel Randall.
Randall. I think Randall.
Yes,
This
Randall,
nigga's
whatever.
with French or something.
Yeah,
Randall.
You
But
gotta
like she
watch
got a
him.
great channel. She talk about business credit a lot, and she just give good information. And you know, we used to having woman teachers in school, so
Yeah.
having a woman give you information is a lot better to me
It's a lot,
personally.
yeah, easier
Because like
to
I'm used to
comprehend,
that.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
used to a
We
woman
did all
teaching me
have
stuff.
just a
You
lot
know,
of
I
women
mean, I
teachers.
listen to men teach me stuff all the time too. But a woman,
But the
teaching you
men
on
teachers
YouTube-
wasn't the same in school
Yeah, you
either.
feel
Though,
me? I
like,
ain't really have
them
men
really was
teachers.
I had Roddy Bush,
But that
Coach
was like not
Thomas
in
and
like
shit.
regular classes.
Yeah,
though, like
yeah.
a science or
when
math.
you
or-
get in that other class though, you be like, okay, we're gonna go in here, we're gonna take care of business. I'm cool with this class.
Yeah.
But when you get in that man teacher class, you walk in there like, man, here we go.
Yeah,
I don't even want to be with this
Yeah,
guy
here we
today,
go,
man.
man.
Like, you feel me? And guess what he doing? He all nice to the pretty girls in the class and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
it's
it's just regular
vicariously,
stuff.
dog.
It's just what to do whatever. Like, and then like say I had all the dude teachers we had was coaches. But they know nothing.
They wasn't
about
coaches,
sports.
they was teachers.
Yeah, you
They
feel
threw
me?
them into the coach's
You
spot. 'Cause
feel
none
me?
of them
They
motherfuckers
just
knew how to
coach 'cause
coach.
they was
dog.
teachers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
none of them motherfuckers knew how to coach.
They
dog.
they had football dreams. So like, let me coach these.
Vicariously, they living
Yeah,
through us.
you
Like,
feel me?
big boy throw the ball. Like, I remember when nigga, no, you don't,
you
man.
don't. You know what
You
we
ain't
doing
break no
here.
records, man.
ain't break no records, ain't through no touchdowns, man. We know, man. But that's why we say.
But shout out to Fat though. Fat was tough.
Yeah,
Fat
that
was
was
tough.
though. Yeah, he played and he was
Yeah.
a good ass coach. Whatever. We need to turn around Baseberry right now. But get
Yeah.
back to business and just building what you need to build. Do what you do and say what you do. I'm trying to get it right out my mouth, but
Come on
Do
with
what
it.
you
Get it
do and say.
together.
Let me get it
whatever-
together now.
Say what you say, but do what you do. Just get it done. Like I say.
Yeah.
Like I say, don't talk about it, be about it, and
Exactly.
like I say, actions over words. Like be a doer. You know, bring
real.
some value.
Bring
But like
some
now,
value.
but for real though, like just like I say, don't be about. Just go get it done. Cause like I don't tweet as much as I should because I be thinking about. I always be telling people to follow my Twitter. Why would they follow my Twitter? I don't even tweet nothing. I don't even, why you don't follow me? I ain't talking about nothing. So I need to get better with this stuff, which is so real. But
Yeah.
I be so busy focusing on getting my life and my routine in a good certain situation where I'm cool and I'm laid back how my last week was.
Yeah.
And once I could do that, I could just start giving out my brain what I be doing because I be doing a lot. It's just I think it's interesting what I do, but not saying like I think I'm just this person that need to be saw or whatever. I think I should
Yeah.
be able to tweet a little bit
Seen.
or whatever and get some. I need to network, baby, better. We all need to network.
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, and see, for me, I think my issue is like the more that I'm learning, like dealing with the market and the charts and all that stuff like that. I'm starting to follow different people on Twitter, so I'm starting to refresh my Twitter a little
Exactly.
bit.
Whole
But
new
like,
Twitter.
Money
like
Twitter.
we was on Twitter when Twitter was like reckless. So it's like part of us still remember when it was like that. So we kind of tweet like that, and then the other part of us is like, yeah, but I'm growing in life. So I be
Exactly.
having problems with Twitter sometimes. It's like, okay, do I want to come on here and say fuck that bitch, or do I want to come on here and say hustle till you die? Like
Yeah,
which
you feel
one?
me?
Yeah,
You
see,
rich or
I
die
think it's more.
trying.
I think
Yeah.
it's more productive to be like hustle until you die. Like let's get this money because like we only got one life to live. Like I say, I watch the porn pages that get retweeted on my page, but you'll never see me retweet them. Yeah, you'll never see
I'm liking all the baddies though.
If
They pop up on
I
your
see
TL.
I see.
They came from me.
Yeah,
that
right.
would be liking some
OGD.
baddies, boy. Some 25-year-old I had I was scrolling down. You like some light skinned 25-year-old. She was in a light skinned chick within a black bathing suit.
I probably did.
I had to click on the picture. Like I ain't.
Yeah, but
I
I'm
ain't- I wasn't
27
attracted
though.
to
That's
the
in my
other, like,
range.
I was just going out the screen. So like,
If you seen her, she came from me. OGD
yeah, it
was
it
there.
OGD was
Yeah,
definitely like that
OGD
picture.
was there.
He definitely
I
had like
say-
that picture. But like I said, you have to screen your social media now.
Yeah,
Like
because
It
I
is
want my social
refreshing,
media to be
though.
like specific about like growth and getting money.
Yeah,
But at the
it's
same,
refreshing.
I don't know though. At the same time, like you got to screen it a little bit, but it's motherfuckers out here who own type shit, and they don't really screen theirs like that. Like they put out
Yeah,
content
but,
they want. You feel
But
me?
like a lot of them people, they don't follow that many people either though.
I'm just thinking
They
about,
done built their brand so much where they ain't gotta really screen their tweets no more. But
Yeah.
at one
Yeah,
certain
right,
time, they
okay.
probably was just talking about a specific topic, or they got famous not off their Twitter.
Yeah.
I want to get not like famous, but I want to get more of a following on Twitter through what I bring value with. And that could be real estate, stocks. So you
Just
want to
information.
screen your tweets as far as like. If people come to your tweets for real estate and stocks, they don't want to hear you talking about popping pussy.
Yeah.
right.
And plus, you
Oh,
gotta
fucking
look at
hoe.
it like say each of your social media platforms is like a store that you sell something.
Right.
You want
Exactly.
a person to come to your Twitter, your Snap, your IG, your whatever it is. Even if you go to the podcast app, you want these people to come and like they should be linked together some way or another. Because if I like him on Twitter, well, let me see what he doing on the podcast app. Let me see what he doing on IG. Let me see what he doing over here. So you got to look at it like you selling something out of each venue, and they gonna come to you for all that. And the bigger it grows, like one person might follow you on Twitter, but the other person might follow you on YouTube.
Yep.
They got to be connected one way or another. You got to do something good with each and every last one of them.
Right.
And like you gotta sell that service to people because
Yeah.
like I say, these people on YouTube or whatever, they getting like thousands of subscribers, like bringing value with the stocks. 'Cause a lot of people learn about the stocks, and like I done saw people pages go from 3,000, 5,000 subscribers to 100,000 subscribers in the ASMR community too. They
He
go,
love ASMR.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
hey.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God.
But anyway, go back to like these people accounts been growing so much, and like that cause they bringing value to people. Like these people like going from like not even having to like going to work, and they don't gotta go to work no more.
Yo.
they making like $40,000 cause like with the stock that's business AdSense. So like that's probably even more money CPM because you gotta know all these. It's so much money to be made off YouTube if you just study. Like I'm not making no money off YouTube. Like we got YouTube pages and stuff. I kind of understand YouTube a lot more than I understood a year ago.
Before, yeah.
But like, I mean, you have to put out content. Why not? You doing stuff all day. Like find your niche and just talk about it. Just do it. Like I say, if people watch it, they watch it. Like just keep going. Like I said a couple weeks ago when I was on the Zoom, like old girl she had 4,000 and now she had 500,000 in less than a year and a half. Like you never know.
At
Just
first,
put
she
the content
started off
out.
with zero.
Yeah.
Then she made her first video. Like
She started.
like we say, it ain't hard to do. It's hard to start.
Yeah.
Once you start, you gotta keep doing. You gonna come up with problems, but them problems are just stuff you gotta overcome.
Yeah.
You got no choice but to overcome problem when you come to it because you gotta keep going. It's like real. Like when we do the flooring, you gonna come to problems doing this flooring, but you gotta keep going because we want to finish.
Yep, gotta finish.
If we don't finish, we never can move back over there.
It never get done.
And
I
back
would
to
love to
me,
get some money not to have to move over there. Though.
Exactly. And back to me saying like your stuff got to be linked together some kind of way. Like I know me, just speaking for me, I'm the type of person where if I fuck with you on this, I'm going to try to find you everywhere else.
Yeah.
Like because you giving me something that I really rock with.
Yeah.
So if I seen you on YouTube first, if I watch like let's say 10 of your YouTube videos and all of them hidden for me, I might go find you on IG and see what you talking about over there. I might go find you on Twitter and see what you talking about over there.
Right.
That's
Exact-
just me though.
exactly
A lot of
like-
people do that too though.
Like say Charlamagne the God. Like he
we
was
following him.
He was on
Everywhere.
the 103.9 or whatever back in the day. Then
Yeah.
with Winnie Williams. Then
Yeah.
like he was on the Breakfast Club. Well, he's a stops between that or whatever. But like soon as he dropped his first episode of his podcast, I watched it. I don't watch every single one since
We in
then.
there, yeah.
Because it's just like
Yeah.
I followed this man's career. Like you said, you follow people and like you just see how they move. Like Corey Holcomb. You know every time he pull up in if he pull up somewhere close to where I'm at, I'm going to the show because I'm going to support because I want to see him. I want to support him because like he's somebody that made me laugh in my life. He bring me value, so I bring him some value too by going to his show and supporting him. That, what's the harm? There's no harm, no foul. I work for that money. I burn it the way I want to burn it.
I had a good time. Man. Had a good time. Went and seen Corey. Had a good night. That's how the story gonna
Exactly, man. I said, and then like
he capping.
crazy. No,
be. I'm not going to see
what?
him. Oh, you talking about him?
What you talking about?
Oh, I was about to
Him
say
go
I'm
see
not
Corey
going to
every
see
time.
him.
Wayne was
Yeah.
down here somewhere, ain't it, this weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said. Go ahead, tell him. Go ahead, tell him.
He capping because I have been to see Corey 3 times. How many times have you?
I've been to see
Once.
Corey once. Why I been to see Corey once, y'all? Because I've been working
Sound like
every.
Cap, ain't it?
I've been working every single time.
Shit, what size
No,
that
listen,
is?
But no, I've been working every single time. But every time he do come, I will support him.
Every
If
time
you
he do
able,
come.
yeah, if you able to, you
Every
go.
time he do
But,
come,
hey,
he's
let me-
supporting.
let me
He
tell
done
y'all-
went one time.
Let me tell y'all this story though. Last time Corey was in Greenville, my girl Chantal, she was in the damn hair store or whatever, and like Corey was in there. She got a picture with him and stuff. She walked up to her like, "You Corey Holcomb and stuff." It's like, yeah, you know, I'm a big fan of him or whatever. And like, yeah, man, she got a picture of that small energy of this world, cause she wouldn't even know who he was. Like, you know, he not the biggest comedian, but he just in the hair store. Nigga would buy some damn woman some hair probably. Like, nigga, what you in the hair store for?
Maybe he needs something for his hair though.
Yeah, he do got a lot of
He
hair.
had some damn dry ass hat at that time, something like that. I got a little picture with Corey when I went to go see him. But the game on right now, y'all. The Bucks up 7-0 against Green Bay Packers.
Yeah,
Who
they
y'all got
looking
in the
good
NFC
for
Championship
Green Bay,
game?
man.
Like I said, I got the Bucks.
You got the Bucks. Who you got?
I got Green Bay. I'm hoping for a prayer.
That's what I'm saying. I probably got to go Green Bay too. A-Rod been on one for, you know, the whole playoffs, really, like in tail end
The
of
Bucks
season.
more complete of a team though, but I just want to root for Green Bay just because.
I want Tom Brady to win now because I don't want him to win the Super Bowl. I want the Chiefs to probably win the Super Bowl.
Like I said previously, me personally, I want the Bucks to win. I want the Chiefs to win because I feel like Tom Brady is the GOAT right now. But I think Patrick Mahomes is ascending to be the GOAT, and so I feel like that'd be the best storyline.
It'll be a passing of the torch if
feel
like
me?
when the Chiefs get there and beat them, it'll be like okay.
Yeah, but like think about
send him off. He the
but
one
also
now.
on the opposite side, think about if Brady can go from the Patriots his whole career to the Bucks in 1 year and take them to the championship.
really be like
Yeah.
different
That's
level,
GOAT
though.
material.
Bill
Like, you
Belichick
can't-
ain't never turned
Yeah,
that
really
center
go.
back
Can't
on.
say shit.
He never
That's
turning that
GOAT,
shit
GOAT.
back on, man.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
Bill
everybody
Belichick
know
gonna
why
be
he
like,
won the
fuck
Super Bowl.
ESPN, man.
Yeah.
But
I heard like he dressed like that at football games because he really want to wear a suit at football games. But since they got a apparel deal with Nike, they got away like Nike attire and like coaches attire on
Who,
the sideline.
Belichick?
Like all coaches in the NFL, they got to wear like Nike apparel. So that's why he wear like them cut off.
He been doing that though, even when they was a Reebok.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
but I'm
doing
saying he
that.
do that because he can't wear a suit. He want to wear a
Right,
suit
okay,
on the
okay.
side.
why would he want to wear a suit? That's
He think he
want a little
Lombardi,
presidential,
man.
I know Lombardi used to wear suit.
Yeah,
man.
Lombardi was suited up.
Yeah,
wore
Lombardi
a
was
suit
suited up.
up.
Little top
suits
hat
too,
off. You feel
dripping
me?
with the plaid suit.
In the cold up there, hey, out there in Green Bay. Imagine playing in this
Lambeau
cold weather
Field
though.
is cold,
29
bro.
degrees out
It's
there.
cold.
Oh, it
That
hurt.
snow.
It hurt.
Yeah, that
Everything
shit
hurt,
hurt.
man. They got heaters on the
And you're not
sideline.
drinking no water either. I don't want that shit,
Remember
man.
that
That
Broom
water
game?
ice cold,
It
man.
was cold that night.
Which one?
And Broom.
Oh my god.
Broom was
Like,
stupid
which
cold.
Which
though.
one was cold? A broom or penalty?
I think
I
Penalty
think
might have
Broom
been.
might have
Penalty was
been.
that was a stiff cold.
I wasn't
Broom-
playing though,
penalty
but I was in the
I
stands.
don't really
but
remember that game like that though.
What penalty?
Yeah, because
I remember keep.
You caught a couple concussions in your day?
But
I was on the sideline.
Yeah, he-
CTE, man. CTE.
Yeah, I was in the stands, but I know how cold it was. out there.
He was one of them. Keep the sideline, Jack. Keep the sideline. Keep the side. Hey, Coach Ball like walk by everybody shaking his head. He like walk by like you know the people that was playing or whatever. Hey, I need you to do this today. You do this today. He walked by me. I used to hate seeing it come by. Especially the play. I hated seeing
You
it
know
come
what
by.
time it is.
He like walk by like let's go, son. Keep the sideline.
Keep the
Jack.
sideline.
You know what I want to say?
R.I.P. Ball- R.I.P. Ball Night.
That's
R.I.P. Coach
disrespectful.
Ball
bro.
Night, man.
R.I.P. the ball night, but still.
I wish I would be standing beside the starting linebacker. He'd be like, "Go out here and bust their ass," and then look at me, be like, "Keep the sideline, Jack." Like what?
Green Bay just threw a touchdown pass.
Let's go, Green Bay.
Nah, man.
Let's go, man.
I ain't going for Green Bay. I mean, I like Green Bay, but Shunt said he coming on.
Oh,
if
y'all
Green Bay
gotta-
win the Super
yeah,
Bowl.
yeah.
We don't want to see Shunt win the Super
Yeah.
Bowl, man. Well, how about them Cowboys next year, though, man?
Hey man, let that go.
What y'all think about the AFC Championship, though?
Hey, I don't know.
Y'all
It's a
think
good
Josh
matchup.
Allen can do it?
It depends on how gimpy
Yeah,
your
Mahomes,
boy
yeah.
is. Mahomes, man. That turf toe ain't nothing to play
As
with.
As long as he can play the whole game, he can do it.
Is the Chiefs defense really like that
Yeah.
to stop the Bills?
But nobody can stop the Mahomes.
Yeah, it's gonna be a shootout.
But if he gimpy, that ain't, you feel me? That can be
But
done.
He got an arm, though.
Yeah, he
got
gonna
an arm.
sling
He
it.
got
Like I
an
said, you can go deep. He can throw deep to the hill or Kelsey in the middle. What you gonna stop?
And plus, another thing about Mahomes is like you might be up on the 14 points, but that don't mean nothing.
yeah.
Yeah, don't
come back, kid.
we coming to get that.
Come back, kid.
Think about last year.
Just
He was
tighten it
up 24-0. I mean, Deshaun Washington was up 24-0.
24 nothing.
Second quarter came back 28-25.
Hey, I bet the Jerry Hart beating fast as hell over there.
It was already was.
Yeah, he thought that shit was gold, boy. Like, oh no.
It already was.
But like, yeah, but Deshaun watching them anyway. But back to like, talking about, I want to talk about Tiger Woods documentary. Like,
Yeah.
I ain't
y'all
watched
boy
it
watch
yet,
that?
man,
Not
but
know he
I
had
heard a lot about it.
Just
though.
dropped.
Yeah, they dropped with
on
the
HBO
part
Max.
2. Part 2 just dropped this week, but part 1 dropped last week. You watched just part 1, right? I watched both parts.
I heard
Like,
a lot about it, man.
Yeah,
It's good.
He went through a lot, man.
Yeah, he went through a lot, but basically he was a robot. Basically, in my opinion,
That's
like,
what I meant. Yeah.
His daddy built him
On
up to
some
be what he
Michael
gonna be. But it's
Jackson
like
shit.
it's pretty.
Yeah.
But it's pretty neat to see someone built to that point. To like, cause you can see his life just trajectory like it's supposed to be where it's at.
Yeah, he skyrocket.
Yeah,
Shoot.
Tiger
I'ma put
Woods
you-
was built to be Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
It's like building a robot or just building like
Yeah.
a
That's
tree.
what I heard
Frankenstein.
Yeah, it's like building, it's like planting a seed, knowing it's gonna grow to be one of the biggest trees ever.
That's
Yeah.
what I
And
heard
you just
about
water
man.
it like that your whole life to be the biggest seed. I mean, biggest tree
It's
ever.
like-
Like them
become the
toys.
biggest
when-
tree ever.
It was like them toys we used to have when we was kids, and you just wind that shit up in the back and it just take off.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Is that something like that?
That's
Or it's
what I
like-
heard it was
or it's
like anyway.
Or it's like the cows that like the Kobe bees, like they just get them drunk and stuff. Their whole life and stuff, just here live a pampered life or whatever.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then like I say, so you'll be the best meat ever.
Best meat.
Yeah, because, like, it's
Y'all
pre-
boys
it's
love
pre-
talking about meat.
Yeah.
God damn,
It's
boy.
pre-
The Kobe meat.
It's prime the whole life to be the best
Yeah.
meat it can be, because like it just you gonna have a pampered life. Like I say, think about like you see somebody skiing that done live the hard life into the good life. You know, you can
It's a
tell.
different level.
Like you can tell. Like you
Different level.
see something not funny, but you see some of these older black men. It's like women too, like 87. Any men, like they skin be just tight.
Leathery.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they lived a hard
'Cause, like,
life, been
the
using
hard
their
life,
hands.
but like, and then they didn't have no lubricant, as in like lotions or nothing. They had that kind of stuff, but
They
they
had that
didn't.
lasso.
Yeah, like it just like they didn't do.
They wasn't on that Ari
They didn't know. They was ignorant. And that's
Shea
what I'm
Butter
saying.
baby
Like,
over here.
Baby.
we cannot continue to be ignorant. We
Yeah.
got to
Be
find
ignorant.
this knowledge, y'all. We
Yeah.
got to, because like if we don't, who will?
So do y'all think cause I think that was what, a week or 2 weeks ago when he had his son out and it was all over Twitter.
Yeah,
Y'all
that's
think
what
he
I was
raising
about
his
to get
son
at.
the same way?
Oh, yeah.
Tiger.
Why not? Why wouldn't? That's where he came from. So why
His
wouldn't
son play though.
I ain't seen him play, but I just saw the Twitter
Just off
shit,
them
like,
clips
just-
and shit,
No, I'm
yeah.
sure his
like-
son into it just as much as Tiger into it because he saw his daddy.
Yeah,
do it.
right.
But I'm saying, is he like y'all think Tiger raising his son?
No,
how
I
he
don't
was
think
like
he raised his son like
roboting
that.
him?
He
I think
can't.
his son just into it.
Yeah.
Like any son would be into anything they daddy into. You know, like I just want to be like my daddy. So I'm going hard at golf because I feel like this where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, my daddy did it, so why wouldn't I be doing
Yeah,
it?
it's just like your uncle.
Only thing I
good
don't like
at
about
football.
that
You
is,
don't think
though-
he'd be good at football?
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about that is though, like they gonna want you to be just like that or at least close to it.
Well, hey,
I wouldn't want that
That's
spotlight.
like
on me.
LeBron James' son, Michael Jordan's son.
Like Bronny gonna have to come out like the second version of the King.
He gonna have to, or people gonna look at him like,
Hey,
"Man,
who is
shit."
you? Yeah, like, who is
either
you?
want that responsibility or you
Nigga
don't.
Riley.
Either you play basketball or you do the sport your dad did. You don't.
You don't.
Like I say, hey,
He ain't gonna be able to handle that scrutiny that Bron
Well,
got.
guess
though.
what? Don't play.
After about year 3 or 4 with
Don't
Bron,
play.
they was like, yeah, he doing real great out here, but it's about that time you'd get a ring. Like, nigga, you see these bums around me? Like, no disrespect to my teammates, but
Right.
Cleveland had some bums the first time around.
Yeah, big bones. But like I say, I mean,
Bron was such the GOAT. It didn't matter what
LeBron James.
people he had around because he just was a GOAT. He took Varejao, Drew Gooden,
I ain't gonna give him a
Mo
goat, though.
Williams,
I ain't gonna give him a goat.
Daniel Boobie Gibson,
Role player,
Gil,
man.
Candace Parker brother, Anthony Parker.
I ain't gonna
Candace
give him
Parker
the
brother.
goat,
He
though.
Candace Parker brother. You know he ain't shit.
I ain't gonna
He
give him
Candace
a
Parker
goat, though.
brother.
Like,
Because what be changing is somebody, it'll be like 4 quarter, 5 seconds on the clock. Somebody will shoot the game winner and miss it, and then niggas will be like, "Oh, you in the NBA, you supposed to make that shot." But then you call players that LeBron played with bums. It's like they can't be too much of bums because they in the NBA. They supposed to make them shots, man.
Exactly. They supposed to make them shots.
So I'm not calling them bums, man. That man just had a team of role players. It be like that sometimes.
Hey, you
everybody
can't
had
win
to
with
do
role
it at one
players.
point in time.
You
Y'all
can't
see,
win with
Steph
role
ain't
players.
going crazy right now.
You say you can't win with role player?
LeBron can't.
Dirk
Not the
did.
championship.
Kobe
Not
don't
a
role
team
play.
full.
Dirk had Hall of Famers.
LeBron was the only Hall of Famer on his team. LeBron was the only star, superstar.
On his team.
He ain't had no stars on his team. He had all role players besides LeBron James, and he took it to the final because he's the GOAT.
The GOAT.
LeBron James.
The GOAT.
Dirk
He
did,
had
though.
some- He had some above.
Dirk
average
had
role
Jason
players.
Kidd on his team. Jason Terry, third
Tyson
ranked
Chandler.
in the 3-point field goals ever made.
What,
But at that
NBA.
time, what was they?
What? They was still the same players that
Nah, they were
grew
role
into-
players at that time. though.
Jason Kidd was not a role player ever in his life. Jason Kidd was an all-star Hall of Famer, first ballot
Jason
Hall
Kidd
of
never
Fame
went
player.
through a period of where he was a role player. He never did.
Hell no, Jason Kidd
Okay.
was, what, drafted number 5 in the draft?
Snatched
mean,
that
maybe
bitch.
not
Good
early
God,
on in
snatched
his
it on
career,
him.
Jason
but-
Kidd wasn't no
Eventually, he
ball.
became
Jason
a role
Kidd was
player,
truth.
right?
Eventually
We didn't say
became a
bum.
role
We just
player.
said role player.
He wasn't no role player ever in his
Because
life.
you're a
though.
role
Jason
player don't mean
Kidd,
you're a bum.
Right. Like, what's
no,
wrong with
Jason
being
Kidd-
a role player?
Jason Kidd was never a role player.
Like, Derek Fisher was a role player. That don't make him a bum.
We'll say this: Jason Kidd was a role player, but he
Oh,
was still
nah.
a Hall of Famer. I, mean, I ain't agreeing with
But
him.
that was more so
Yeah, we're
longevity and what he came out hot.
Yeah.
And he had longevity. You know, the NBA niggas would be in for like
Nah,
3-4
Jason
years
Kidd
and they
was
be
He really was that
gone
guy though. Jason Kidd really was that
at
guy.
one point in time.
Yeah,
though.
for a lot of his career.
but he was good
one
with the
point in
Dallas
time.
Mavericks too. He was
Yeah, but
pretty
that-
decent. He wasn't like he was just a throwaway player. He wasn't Carlos
No, but
Arroyo.
that's what I'm saying. If you a role player though,
Carlos
we not
Arroyo
saying you
played
a
on the
throwaway.
Heat when LeBron James won the championship.
said
He
who?
started the first game at point guard. Carlos Arroyo, he wasn't never nothing in the league.
Leonard Fournette touchdown.
Leonard Fournette got a touchdown,
And
14-7.
it was a small market.
small market where?
Cleveland.
Yeah, that's why LeBron left.
LeBron ain't small market though.
Yeah, he big market. He biggest market ever in
But
the
I'm
NBA.
saying you got to take
LeBron
that into
James.
account. Like the reason he
Who
had a
bigger than
whole
him?
bunch of role players is just a small market. You the hometown kid.
LeBron run the league.
in this small market. But when he went to Miami, what he had? Stars, big market. When he went to LA, what he had? Stars, big
He
market.
got one star. He got Anthony Davis. He ain't got no star.
I know he got stars.
Goat James.
So what you got to
Be
say? What you got to say about
respectful of
LeBron James?
So Dwight Howard gonna be a Hall of Famer.
I mean,
Ain't he a role
I have
player
nothing but
too?
Positive things to say about LeBron James
Yeah.
right now. 'cause he's
Okay,
with the
then,
Lakers
that's the
nation.
same
But I mean,
thing.
he won the
Only
role player
because-
in his career.
That's what we was saying about Jason Kidd.
wasn't a role player with the Dallas Mavericks though.
I
Later
guess,
on,
man.
after the championship, maybe he was a
I
role player
guess,
when he
man.
got older. But he was old with the Mavericks, but he still was a pretty decent player. I mean, Jason Kidd is a, like we say, Hall of Fame. He had Dirk.
Dwight
who else was
Howard,
Jason-
too, though.
Jason
That's what I'm
Terry.
saying.
They had who
But
else
he-
on the team that
I
year?
mean, he ain't like he had them people his whole career.
Deshaun Stevenson?
At some point,
Deshaun
he
Stevenson
was
was a
a
good
LeBron
player.
James stopper. That's what he considered himself as. He could
Nobody ever stopped LeBron.
Nobody.
James at nothing.
Shout out
He
to
the GOAT.
Gooch. Shout out to Gooch. You text me right now, Gooch. But like
say-
I'm gonna hit you back. But like shout out to
Curry,
Gooch.
Curry stopped in 1 year.
Who?
Curry stopped in 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Curry
That was
started, but
for-
Curry
you
had
said-
LeBron.
You
I
said
mean,
Curry, Clay, Draymond. They started.
Y'all, you know how I feel
when
about
he had
Draymond.
Kyrie
though.
or Kevin Love, like we said, he had a bunch of role players on his team, right?
Like I
when he
said,
lost.
I ain't got nothing negative to say about the man now because he with the purple.
Yeah, I know.
But y'all know how I
He
feel
done
about
turned the Lakers
Draymond.
into a
though.
winner again.
Yeah.
Y'all got to stop that Draymond nonsense, man.
Draymond good for the
He a defensive stopper now. He a defensive player.
Curry. I mean, for
He-
the
he-
Warriors offense.
That's
I mean,
Uncle
for the Warriors
Draymond. That's
team.
Uncle Draymond.
Yeah, Uncle Draymond over James Wiseman.
Jamie Wiseman, that's his nephew. That's Uncle Draymond. But like we forgot, we back to Tiger Woods though. What I want to say about it is that I think the documentary say that it's real. It's like
What is on?
It's on HBO Max.
Okay.
And Tiger Woods is not in the documentary. It's a documentary telling like behind the scenes stuff about who Tiger Woods really is. And you need these kind of. I mean, it ain't my business, but they put it on the documentary, so I watched it. So like, I mean, but these kind
Did
of
you see the story? My fault. You seen the story of him like getting caught up? Like, what's the story behind that? Man?
All
That's some
that.
bullshit.
Tell me what you mean we him get caught up. In what situation he got caught up in?
Like with the you know when the phone call came out when he called the side joint talking about some, hey, my wife finna call you this Tiger, man, delete my name.
That's in there. She in there.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
All they in
man.
there.
Oh, I ain't got that part
Yeah,
yet.
that's
some
part
bullshit,
two.
man.
That's part two.
Yeah, that's part two right there. So like, I'm telling you, like
This
all
nigga
this,
started the conversation with, hey, it's Tiger. Like, you caught.
Tiger started living that
You
life
caught.
because guess who Tiger friends? Guess who Tiger was friends with?
Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Charles
Barkley. You feel me? That's his friends. You feel me?
We was
His
just
friends.
having that
Like I said,
conversation.
he said, I mean, cause like he like they said Tiger Woods like an awkward over there. He like, how do I talk to women? He like, they're like, just tell them you Tiger Woods. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
that's it.
Like, and that they had the tabloid was blasting Tiger Woods way before they came at him. Like Tiger Woods was getting caught everywhere. He got caught on camera like. This nigga was nasty. That nigga got caught on camera. Like you see him in the SUV, got an SUV messing with this girl. They say they found her tampon on the ground. They picked it up for evidence just to know that he was there. So like that one was on her period. Tiger said, I didn't. He said he was a sex addict. He needed that nanny, dog. Tiger Woods needed some nanny. He ain't care with bloody or what.
Said Tiger Woods daddy was fucking hoes too, man.
Like they say, a period don't start nothing
Nothing
but
but
a
a
sin.
sin.
Yeah, that's it.
Ew.
Yeah, Tiger
Damn,
Woods daddy, but like I
Tiger.
say, that's
Oh,
God.
so Tiger Woods was a chip off the old block. His daddy was freaky. He was freaky.
And they said his dad was doing it in front of him, like what they, cause they used to go to these golfing tournaments.
Yeah.
Said daddy, leave him in the room and leave with a woman, man. They got to go
Nasty
home.
motherfucker. I'm a nasty motherfucker.
That's what Tiger Woods daddy said.
Tiger Woods said,
I'm a nasty motherfucker.
Hey, if you feel like it's time to bust a nut, it's time to bust a nut.
I'm a nasty motherfucker.
That's how he felt, man. Got these women out of here, man. But like I say, I was
I'ma
telling
watch it this
everybody,
week.
yeah,
Before the
watch
week
that.
over with, I'ma watch
yeah.
it.
'Cause I watched that documentary. I watched the Martin Luther King doc, and I watched the crack documentary on Netflix. It like showed about the crack epidemic or whatever, how it
he was
started or
smoking
whatever.
crack, y'all.
Yeah, I done tried it before, y'all. I mean, it just got me high.
Right.
The first hit,
That's it.
the first hit, I was locked in. But like,
They ain't never go
but
back.
no,
Smoke crack and watch
but
crack.
really though, man, it's so. I ain't hit a gay joke. But anyway, like, it showed like how like man, it debilitated the neighbor. Because think about this from a perspective, like I say, everybody know this perspective. Like if your mama on crack, Like, what you gonna do? And your daddy selling crack. Like,
Yeah.
what you gonna do?
Yeah.
You can't do nothing because, like I say, like he getting the money, then he go to jail for selling crack, and your mama strung out on crack. So like she don't care. I mean, it's not that she don't care about you. It's just a simple fact that the crack has taken over her, and like she ain't who she. Cause like you saw these people, like they were showing older people. They were showing like former users. You crack-ish right now.
You still use it. You can drop that former.
I know, right?
You still use
Cause like,
it,
you looking
dog.
right now, like you crack-ish, you ain't on a crack pipe.
Yeah.
But anyway, like you see these older pictures of them, like they look like regular people now, like no teeth, his body just skinny and frail, like side mouth and all that stuff. You know, it's sad because
Side
like,
mouth and stuff.
Yeah, it's sad because like
Crooked
it
in the mouth.
debilitated
That
the
Bobby
hood.
Brown mouth, man.
Cause it was sad come to situations like don't take my money and like so think about it, cause you had to say, cause like everybody was doing it. They was dropping off in the hood, like cause basically like, it was like
In the 80s, yeah.
they was like I say they was flying the guns down to the South America and bringing the coke back on the same airplane. The government was doing this stuff. They knew about it and all that stuff. And like COINTELPRO and all that bull junk.
Yeah.
And like it's bull junk was really and like they threw it into the cause thing about black people, it decimated the black neighborhood because
Tore it up.
black people was just cooning like crazy, like saying, man, these Joe Biden was on there with his 94 crime bill and Hillary Clinton was on there, and it's like basically saying like these people is like we voted for people that like hated us. Like less than 20 years ago, these people was talking about we were super predators. Cause they got Hillary Clinton on there calling black people super predators. Like y'all really out here capping for these people that really. That's how they thought
That's
about
how they
you.
feel.
So that's how they feel about you. Like
Yes.
you should never feel like I never look at people like you subhuman. Like anybody, I don't look at
Call
nobody-
people super predators.
super predators.
But y'all put
but,
these
but,
jokes
but
into
you
the
had to see
community.
the sad part about the black people like lock them all up. It's like cause like they was cause what happened
Indoctrinated.
was the thing about this is a crash it's a crash and bear mentality. But also on top of that, think about it. It start off nice, like okay, these people like to get high. They like, and then like it's cheaper because everybody want to coke. They know that was a rich man drug. It's cheaper or whatever. So let's go ahead and just try this junk and have fun with it. And like okay, let's sell it because everybody love to buy it and stuff. But they're like, no, this is my turf. No, you gonna get off my turf. This is my turf. So now we start killing each other. So that, like I said, it started off fun over there. Like we just selling, getting this money. But then like everybody got their turf. Cause everybody want this money. Cause hey, money is the
Easy
quote, unquote,
money.
the root of all. It was so easy money. 'Cause
Was
like I
it
say,
illegal at first?
No, it was. I think it was illegal, but people like it wasn't that serious because people was snorting coke. It didn't get serious until like Lynn Bias really. Like I say, just like
Man, that hurt me, man.
yes,
You weren't even born.
I know, nigga. You won't even accept the fan.
That hurt me, man.
But that's sad as hell. That was one of the pivotal moments. And it's like just like with this George Floyd situation, like how like pivotal moment in history. Like it's just like whoa, we gotta. But that shit ain't changing shit right there. But anyway, with the crack epidemic, that kind of changed stuff behind the scenes. Like cause like they put it more to the forefront because it just was a urban drug. It was something because like all these white people were coming to the hood to get this crack or whatever. You got this is a good documentary because like it just show how it debilitated the whole black community and basically saying like you just got to get away from that crack.
Stay away from crack. Crack is whack.
Hey, remember we was in the studio and I like, hey, this nigga sound like Ronald Reagan, dog. but for real though,
He should have had a Dare T-shirt on with that one, boy. Just say no to drugs.
I just say
Crack
to drugs.
Whack.
For real though, man. Why? I guess I do have more time now to watch this stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I was just about to say, boy, you been in front of
That
that
boy
TV.
in front of that TV over there, boy.
Because you
I
got
was thinking the same
you
thing.
got the story down to a T, boy.
Hey, boy, he watching a lot of
He
documentaries
been in front of
right
that
now, boy.
TV,
I watch-
man.
He get a chill at the crib now, man. He ain't got to be on the road that much no more.
But
So
that, on top of that
thing.
crack documentary, it was so real how it just decimated
What that's
the
on,
black
Netflix?
community. It's on Netflix. It's called Crack. I'm talking about
Called Crack?
People been giving me different shit to watch, but y'all do got to watch One Night in Miami.
I'm
That
on
shit's
my-
so
don't
powerful,
know.
man. It's so
One
powerful.
night only.
It's so powerful. Like you got Jim Brown,
Sam
Muhammad
Cooke.
Ali, Sam Cooke, and Malcolm X, and like the whole movie is based around them being in this one hotel room. But like
for one night.
it's just like shit.
Yeah,
Just
them women in there.
no,
Them titties need to be sucked up.
no, there wasn't no women in there. But like the reason that it wasn't is because Malcolm ain't want none. But like the whole reason why Malcolm was feeling how he was feeling towards people and talking the way that he was talking towards people, it's like, bro, like I got to be the one to stand out in front of this because like the way the white people treating black people, like I'm putting this on my shoulders and I'm choosing to run with it. But like I could see how the other three, Jim Brown, Muhammad Ali, and Sam Cooke, looking at the nigga like, hey, what is you talking about? Like you crazy. Like because all three of them was successful at that time.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, success is you only gonna get as much success as somebody willing to give you unless you got enough power to be out there and just push your weight around.
Yeah.
And that's basically where Malcolm X was coming from. Like, y'all niggas, yeah, y'all doing good. You know, you a singer, you a boxer, you a football player, but at the end of the day, if we don't keep fighting and keep trying to get more than this little bit that we got right here, like at the end of the day, they can snatch it whenever they're ready.
Show me your friends,
Yeah.
and I'll show you your future.
Yeah, they can snatch it whenever they're ready. So
But I
the
always
movie
say
powerful though.
because
Movie dope.
yeah, honestly, I gotta watch it because remember we was talking before the pod, like you were saying like how all those famous people had to be friends, and
chilling
that's how I
together.
gotta be. Like I say, show me your friends, and I'll show you your future. Like your network is your net worth, and like try to get around people that's successful. Like I don't want to be the smartest person in the room, no room I'm in. Why? Because I need to get an elevated room. Then like I want to be a person that elevate, like continue.
Well, I could be the smartest person in the room, but my partner's got to be dummy. I'm gonna go to the room where I'm the dumbest. I'm gonna learn, and I'm gonna bring it back to my dumb partners. We all gonna be smart.
Yeah,
That's how I look at it.
That's
Nah, you better elevate to the room I'm in, shout.
come catch me.
Y'all boys.
Come catch me for real though. Like I say, I ain't slowing down for nobody because like my journey is.
No, I'm
my
not slowing
journey.
down for you, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna still tell it to you when
Yeah,
I
no,
see you.
But
Yeah,
you know we always tell.
yeah,
all the
I'm gonna
things
tell it to you
everybody.
when I see you.
That's
But
it.
as far as slowing down, I don't know,
Right.
buddy. You're gonna have to look at these tail lights,
Yeah,
partner.
right. Cause like I say, come catch me. Like I say, cause like I have a journey and I have a mission, and my mission is my mission. And like until I complete that mission, like I ain't stopping. Like that mission is never completed until I'm
I
stopped.
ain't begging you to come ride with
Exactly.
me.
And people
That's
want
exactly.
you to give them so much of your time, which is like it's hard to go see everybody in your family all the time, you know? Because I'm on my own journey. They say you only got one family. Yeah, I only got one life also, and I gotta live out my dreams. I need to get to where I want to get in life for me to feel complete with myself. And a lot of people don't understand that because they've been doing the same thing and they just believe their life gonna be average. So they don't believe it's possible to be great. I know it's possible. I know if I keep putting in the work I put in and keep elevating my knowledge and just the work I put in, I will be successful. And I'm already successful.
Right.
Because I don't have to think about where my next meal coming from. I don't gotta think about how I'm gonna pay my
blessed.
next bill. And I live like that because the skills I have built up, because I sat in the house in summer cold when we was living in an apartment, looking at videos, learning about
On
stuff
where?
back then, knowing I didn't want to live a regular life. I
Okay,
never
on
wanted to be
YouTube
regular.
University.
YouTube University had changed my life, and I can't lose it. Now, that's the thing about knowledge. You can get knowledge to everybody, and you don't lose it. You still have the same knowledge you gave to somebody. So that's a forever given thing you can have and to give to people is knowledge. So if you get knowledge, just like Devin was saying, you pass it down to different people that can give knowledge to somebody. So you may be the root of the knowledge to someone, but that root can build to a tree that can give off branches. And them branches can like change a lot of people's lives because
Damn right.
like these podcasts and just the people that give knowledge on stocks, real estate and stuff like that, they're changing people's lives forever because the people that grow from that and how you can change your kid lives, you can't even like put that into monetary like terms because it's generational wealth. That's what we're talking about right
and
now.
networks are like one situation, just to go one situation from a far out perspective, like saying the girl Taylor that's on like the bread eaters and stuff. She went from she a producer on the Breakfast Club to like she a producer for the Black Effect podcast network. Like, she probably
network.
is
The
one
whole
of the top.
network,
Yeah, she
Yeah.
probably one of the top producers on that
You feel
network.
me? Getting paid big money because of the person she know and the work she putting in. Like you
Yes.
know she'll work. You know she
Bringing value.
She brought Charlamagne so much value over the years of being. I mean, obviously being in the same circle.
trust
knowing
in her, yeah.
You feel me? And that's all I'm saying. You just get the opportunity. Like I say, just get like Corey said on his show. Just give me the opportunity to get inside the door. I take it from there.
Exactly.
That's all you need.
Get
Just
in
get
front of the
opportunity.
audience. If
Yeah.
we could get on a big show and get some like clout from somebody that's got clout, people would love our personalities because we're fun loving people. People in my real life love me. Everywhere I go, I
everywhere
have
I
never
go.
been somewhere where people like
I
they don't
like
love my
'em.
personality.
Yeah, I don't like them.
I'm that nigga, you did, especially when my hair fresh. Cause when I get my hair fresh, them ladies love you, boy. You feel me? But I'm a black man never cheat kind of dude. You did, so you know actions are words, and actions is the real deal.
Fact.
My actions are I don't cheat, cause I'm a black man. You
Facts.
did. You with that journey?
fact. And
He
one
a black,
thing-
he a black man.
And one thing people need to know about being in an impoverished environment is like the same way we was talking about information. You got to get the information. You could possibly give it to somebody else. Like, yeah, it might be a lot to deal with, but you could be that one. Like you could look around and see your mama ain't got this or your daddy ain't got this or y'all as a whole ain't got that. And it's like, bro, I really wish that I could get some more. Well, with stuff like YouTube and Google, like you can go out and get information. Yeah, it's going to be aggravating because it's like, damn, like why didn't I know this sooner? Or damn, why I ain't got no help with this shit? But you just got to understand that you was the one that chose to put that weight on your shoulders to learn
Exactly.
something. So 35 years down the road, you better off, your mama better off, your daddy better
Everybody
off, you
better
got
off.
kids, they better off.
Exactly.
It's like you gonna live another 30 years regardless, God willing. Do you want to live the next 30 broke?
Yeah.
Or do you want to take, let's say, 2 years to learn some information that's gonna carry you and the next generation and the next generation until the day that you die?
Exactly.
Like
I'm
I seen
that
that
one.
tweet that said,
Yeah.
okay, you want to do something by the age of 32, you 28 now. You gonna hit 32 regardless. You might as well just go ahead
Go
and
and
do
do
it.
it now.
Just do it. Do
Work
it.
to do it. Like I said, cause think about how good you gonna feel to get it done before 32. Cause they said you gonna get it done by 32. How would you get it done by 30? Like
30.
I got the shit done in 2 years before. I'm
Exactly.
Got a 2 year head
that's who
start.
I am.
Yeah, I
There's
got a
no
2
better
year head
feeling
start.
than knocking down things you need to get done. When you accomplish something that you need to get done, ain't no better feeling. That's
No
why
better
people
feeling.
need to have goals written down, and then when you achieve them, you get like a dopamine. It's like getting high or something like that. Cause like it's something you really wanted and you got it done. Like learning how to do the website was a big accomplishment to me because I know learning how to build a website gonna help me in the future with even more websites because this ain't the only business I want to do. I want to do a lot of business. So I know I'm gonna need to do websites. I know I'm gonna need to do a lot of stuff with business. So anytime I learn new information about business, I know that can make me better in the future. I think about things in the 20 years, 40 years. Like we were saying, what we want to do to our family is make a YouTube page for the Jones family because that's our family. And so 100 years down the road, these videos will still be on YouTube and our great-great-grands can watch these videos. Unfortunately, 100 years in the past, we can't see those people that was kin to us.
Never met our great grandma husband, or never met their parents. Never saw them. Like really, like it would be nice to see them, like just moving and living. But now
Yes.
we will be able to see like our kids will be able to see our grandma, like
Yes.
our mama, us.
And our great-grandkids will know our grandma dog.
Yeah.
You know why? Because she will be on YouTube. They will see her in living action,
Yeah.
talking, breathing, living.
Getting the
And
support.
like it's
Even
a-
100 years from now.
It's a lot of family traditions that we got that we don't even understand why we got them. Like y'all got a big family. My family is a little bit on the smaller side, but as a whole, it's big. Sometimes we'll get together with the whole family, or sometimes we'll get together with the immediate family. But it's gonna be real good to like have videos to show people like, you see how happy he look, you see how she look, you see how everybody loving this
Yep.
time, this moment.
Smiling.
That's why we do this shit
20
year
years
after
ago.
year after year
This
after
what we were
year.
doing
You feel
20
me?
years
Yeah.
ago, dog.
That's why we do it. It's like you see that, like ain't nobody worried
Growth.
about work, ain't nobody worried about no bills. Everybody just got together, drinking, smoking, whatever it is that they do, laughing, playing cards, music playing. Like you live for stuff like that. But if you wasn't able to see it, you gonna look back and be like, okay, I know we having a family reunion, but I don't really know these people like that, and I don't really understand this whole family reunion
Exactly.
thing. Like watch it on YouTube. Now you like, okay, that's the meaning of
See,
family.
this
right
way,
there.
how we connected
Yeah.
right here. We connected by these two people that got together, that created this person, that got with this
Ain't no
person.
big
that
mamas
created
no
this
more,
person.
man.
Yeah, ain't no big
Ain't
mamas,
no big
man.
mamas no more, man.
It's some, cause I feel like my grandma is, cause she like
She
she's
is though.
she like a center base of a conglomerate of people.
Yes.
Cause she had a lot of
She
kids.
had 6 kids.
Yeah, so like and
We
they had
had
a lot of
6
kids.
and they have a lot of kids.
You
Also,
got you got 2 kids. They got 5 kids.
exactly. We got 2 out of your 6 kids got 5
I've
kids.
been
That's 10
stroking.
kids right there.
Been stroking over
Or
there in
something
the
with big
Jones
fuck.
family, boy.
And two of the other kids got 3 kids.
You feel me? So you got a lot of grandkids. So you got a lot of
Lot
people
of
coming into a
branches.
centralized location,
branching out.
and we understand like having videos and just pictures are such a big thing for the future. I'm writing a journal right now. I like write posts from time to time in the journal, like just documenting what I'm doing in life right now. So in the future, my grandkids or my great grandkids can watch that and see how my journey was. You feel me? Like that's how you do it. You document what you did in life, so the people that come behind you can see how they can get to the point where you was. Because I feel like I'm gonna leave a huge legacy behind me. So you ain't gonna be able to forget who I was at
Yeah,
this
cause
family.
I want to feel like I'm gonna be the kick starter. I'm gonna be the fire starter to like something big, something changing my family's trajectory on like the way we gonna be living our life.
Like we sitting around the table talking about stocks, and like yesterday we talking with our family about stocks and business. We don't usually
Never
be
thought you would
with
see
our
the day.
family talking about that type of stuff. Like, and they into it in a way because
see
anytime you
what
talk
we
about
doing.
money and you actually see people like looking like they living in a way that's a little bit better,
Yeah.
cause what we talking about, then
catch
you
your
kind of
attention.
believe it. Like you gotta see somebody doing it. You can't just be like, I'm making all this money, but you ain't showing it
Yeah,
really.
but then you be like, it be like, boy, they football, they Pittsburgh Steelers, Dallas Cowboy fan. Be like, I went to the game. Like you went to the game? What you drove? No, I flew. You flew to the game
Just on
for
the weekend?
Yeah.
Like yeah, like I mean, think about it. That trip was probably like a $12 trip. Like that ain't. I mean, that ain't really small money though, in my opinion. Because a lot of people don't have
A lot of
$1,200 just to
people
go to
don't have
that,
it,
just
yeah.
to go straight to a football game. I can
Yeah.
put $1,200 so many other places for a football game on one football game on a weekend. That's like I say with Jeremy, he the one who got the most kids in here, so like that's like $400 like a piece for his kids.
Yeah.
like you can't do that shit. Like before,
lot,
like
boss.
unless you can get them $1,200, you can't spend $1,200.
Yeah, so you need 4,800.
And me, I ain't writing no journal, but I do like to I like that live in the moment shit that we've been talking about lately. I like to go throughout the day, and you know how they say you learn something new every day. I like to write down what it is that I learned at that moment. Like I write it in my phone, I go home and I write it down.
Write your notes.
So at the end of the year, I could go back and be like, okay, on this day I learned this, and whether it be by myself or how the world work or the way finances move, whatever it is that I learned that day, I go ahead and put it in my phone. Like, oh, you can't do this because of that.
Yeah.
Write that down. Get home, write it down, and be like, at the end of the year, it's like, damn, look how much shit that you done learned on a day-to-day basis.
I'm not saying I do this every day, but like you see these tabs on my job, like it's to-do list, like
Yeah.
to do today list and to to accomplish this week list and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So like you put like 5-6 things on your to accomplish this week list, and like okay, knock them all out. You gonna be so happy with yourself. Like they could be the most 5 simplest thing. Like okay, I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna make sure I get myself up.
I'ma
every
clean
day.
the bed.
I'm gonna clean the bed.
I'ma straighten out the closet.
It don't gotta be nothing
I'ma wash my
spectacular.
clothes.
But it's something that you gonna get done, and it's gonna dopamine gonna make your brain say like, I can get something else accomplished. Oh, I could do that. I did that. I could do something else. I saw it get done. I can do that. I can do that too. And
You
I say
start
it-
with anthills and
you
then
feel
turn
me?
into a
It's-
mountain.
It's
Exactly.
mentally. You gotta mentally challenge yourself because like it's so much mental. Like I said, it was last week with Sam about me versus me, depression and all this stuff. It's so much mental battle going on in your head. So you really gotta kind of trick your brain sometimes.
Yeah, you
'cause I
gotta
say,
help yourself,
Yes,
yeah.
because like sometimes you do go through lows. You do be just mad and just like annoyed and just aggravated, and like you have, and sometimes it's unexplainable. But what you have to do is like, okay, why? Just assess the problem, and like just make yourself feel better.
Yeah.
In
And
my
you can
opinion.
run into such a slump mentally that like it's gonna be hard to get out of. But like you were saying with that
Got to.
dopamine that come out your body, it's like even if you hit a little slump, you know how it feel to get something accomplished because you've been writing stuff down and knocking it off the list. So it's like you might feel some type of way when you wake up in the morning, but if you see that list sitting there, you was like, oh, I got to do this, and that today. And then once you get the first one done, you like, oh shit, it's all downhill from here. Like I know I can do it.
Yep.
I
I
know
can keep
I can
rolling.
do it, man.
It's easier to beat, like you said, trick your mind. It's easier to beat your depression if you feeding yourself, tasks that you get finished, and then that dopamine come off of it. It just energize you.
Exactly.
It's only impossible if you believe it's impossible.
Yeah.
That's just what you gotta believe. You gotta believe it's possible, dog. Anything that you believe is possible and you can see it with your eyes, maybe if you have never saw it before, because all of us trying to do things in life that we never saw before.
Yeah.
But we trying to get there regardless, dog. We see this podcast in our ideas, in our mind, as the biggest podcast in the world. And one day we gonna get there. All four of us gonna be doing this for a full-time thing. You
Yeah.
feel me? So we ain't worried about no job. We traveling around doing a podcast or just doing a podcast wherever we at.
Yeah.
Just doing it together, just building together, because that's what you do. You build together. You feel me? But let's get to the Navy Black moment of the week. R.I.P. to Hank Aaron, man. Like the great Hank Aaron, he was the home run leader. He the person with the Guinness World Record of the most hate mail ever, because he broke Babe Ruth record, home run record, and they were sending him so much hate mail, calling him a nigger and all the type of
Nah,
stuff
they do.
that the whites been doing.
They-
He played for the Milwaukee Braves that moved to Atlanta. You feel me? So what Atlanta area code is?
That's a 404. Hey,
Yeah, one of I forget whatever the area code is, but like
Yeah, it's
just
the 404.
R.I.P. to Hank Aaron, because he's such a great baseball player. He a Hall of Fame. I mean, historic baseball player. I don't watch baseball no more, but when I grew up, I played baseball. I watched baseball. It was one of my favorite sports because I love the game of baseball. It's just so slow and boring and just not something I can watch all day because it's just too long. It just it should be 2 hours.
Is it still a sport now? Is it still a sport?
I don't know if baseball is a sport anymore. You feel me?
It's
Yeah.
just like hitting the stick in the ball. I think it's just a 4 hour.
But
Hour just.
for real, it's sad. He got the vaccine and 2 weeks later he died. Not saying the
See-
vaccine killed him.
Did the office say, are they saying that's what killed him?
No,
They
I
probably
don't-
ain't gonna say it because they don't want to get everybody worked up because they still trying to push
It's
the
a
vaccine.
possibility though.
Yes,
Yeah,
they said a doctor
like-
died the same way. They said Larry King was going through like the vaccine.
They
or
said he
whatever.
had, he was getting shots of the vaccine
don't
because he had
know.
COVID like last week. Or
Yeah,
something.
What?
Hell yeah.
And so like that's so
Like
he
complications with the vaccine or something like
he
that.
passed away from complications to COVID. Larry King.
Or the vaccine.
The vaccine, either one. You
God.
don't know which one.
That's
took
what
him
I'm
out.
saying. Like it's scary as
That
hell.
shit
Like,
so wild because they ain't got all like the kinks worked out. So
Exactly.
they really don't know what damn.
but old people like F it. Like I need to take it because they want to come outside. They
Right.
scared. These old people are so scared. Like everybody want to take it. Like they just want.
And I mean, the government don't really care how many casualties they get. They just want to put it out there so people can go back outside and start spending money again.
Like
Exactly,
like,
dog. Me too. I'm ready to get back out the
That's
house
it.
too,
I'm
man.
cool.
It's so
I'm
many.
ready to get
It's
out
so
the house.
many
Cool.
people in this. Yeah, it's, I'm so ready.
I'm like ready to go back to normal. Like you said, everybody keeps saying after COVID, when will COVID ever
This my
stop?
normal right here, though.
I'm ready
I'm
to
cool.
go back outside, man. I just want to be outside doing more things in life. It's so much to life. I want to network like we was talking about earlier. I want to get around people that's like-minded and go on the scene. Because I know if I'm on the scene, I'm going to get the attention because I'm that boy, you did. But not just saying that. I want to go around people that's going to help me grow in business, grow in real estate, grow in the stock market, because it's people that know way more than me. People come to me about the stock market, and I can give you the information I know that I learned from people that know way more than me. But you should also listen to them because they can teach you the basics and they can teach you how to really make money. They are better than most people in this world with the stock market because they can put so much time in. If you put in 14 hours a day, 6-7 days a week, that's almost 100 hours a week. And people do that in their job, but they won't do that for themselves.
Theyself.
That's the problem with people.
Yeah.
They want to put more work into their job than themselves. And if you put more work into your job, where the time gonna be for yourself to grow? You can't change your life or your family's life for a job.
But what happens is people. It's not about
With a job.
they don't want to put that much work into themselves. It's that they work so much at work. They come home and like think about you want to kick back because think about some people brains tell them to go sit on the couch and go watch that show for 3 hours, then eat your food and go to sleep and like I say, a lot of people brains think like that and like my brain thought like that for a while. Like I just really just thought like being on this mission I'm on right now maybe a year ago, a year and a half ago. Like I was the person that was like at the crib doing nothing with my life, but on YouTube trolling in YouTube comments and stuff, like just doing nothing. Like I mean, I had money, but not making it work for me at all. One source of income and just that's all. And I got paid.
I hope the world can see now what's really going on out here because it's getting ridiculous.
It was ridiculous what the hell I was doing because I was really wasting my life away. Like I say, I wasted so much time like not going after the things that can really make me happy. And like doing this makes me so happy.
I love doing the podcast.
Like,
just talking.
I get up every morning before so many people that got real jobs.
Yeah.
It's so much earlier. Like today, like I went to sleep after 12, but I was up before like 7. Because I wake up in life like, let's go. It's stuff to accomplish. I got dreams to get. And like, we only got 24.
Look forward to living, man. We look forward to the next day.
Like when you got goals and you doing stuff in life that you trying to build on, you ain't got enough time in the day. Some people be like, dang, I'm bored at home. I'm never bored. It's always something to do. Like time be going by so fast. I'm like, it's already 10:30.
Yeah, like I just looked at it was 7:30.
Yes, I've been working so hard that 3 hours has been by and I ain't even realized it. It's already late. It's already time for me to take a shower, get ready to go to sleep, to go to work, to do it all over again tomorrow? Because I gotta put more work in. I don't stop. This don't stop. People see a little bit of my snap. They ain't know the work I'm doing. Yeah. I'm putting in like real deal work. I tell people I be busy and not just busy. I'm effective busy. You feel me? Like what I'm doing, I'm actually getting things accomplished. A lot of people can say they're busy, but what are you really getting accomplished?
Yeah, like you could be busy washing clothes.
Yeah, you feel me?
But I mean, you ain't getting nowhere.
Yeah,
with
you
it,
ain't nowhere.
Yeah.
You doing something? Just okay.
That mundane shit that you
just sped up on the treadmill a little bit.
Yeah,
you're still running in the same spot. Just a little faster.
It's a hamster wheel because the clothes getting right back dirty.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's why I say you gotta be effective with what you do. You can't just say you're busy, like doing mundane things like you just said. You feel me? Be effective. Be great. Be great. You did. What else we want to talk about? But I want to talk about this though. Y'all saw Lil Wayne got pardoned or whatever.
Yeah.
What would y'all do for a pardon, like excluding like gay stuff?
What would I do for a pardon?
Yeah, like as far as like Lil Wayne had to take a picture and like act like he was with Trump, like saying like he might be with Trump because if Trump pardoned me from 10 years of jail, I'm with Trump.
Yeah.
That's my boy.
I probably would have did it too.
Yeah.
I don't really know what
Ain't
I
no
would
problem.
do.
I would have did it.
I don't know what I would do, but I probably would have did that too, though.
If I'm in Lil Wayne's same situation, I am definitely doing whatever Trump I need to be doing to not go to jail. Because guess what? He got like 5 kids. He got a whole conglomerate of people to take care of.
He a business.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
So if the business is shut down for 10 years, the business not going to be running.
The business not making money.
So the business going to be Now,
Where the money reside? Where the money reside?
it won't be a Lil Wayne go to jail.
That's
Nah.
the part people don't understand too. Like people, because I could hear somebody responding to that and being like, "So you would turn on your own people for, a pardon?" But it's like, for one, y'all wouldn't do the 10 years with me, and
Yeah.
for two, like I'm not really turning on y'all because Biden just as bad as Trump.
Ain't
Dog.
it?
Like no disrespect, like he
Really,
is the
you only
president
got one
now,
thing to
but-
say to these type of people.
Shut up, bitch.
Yeah, like
I don't wanna hear it.
he is the president now, dog. But 94 crime bill out there. Trump was bad. Biden is bad.
Biden has did
What
this
it is?
Congress shit for like 47 years. What have he done for black people in 47 years?
47
But
years.
y'all
He just
did
stood
all
next
out
to him.
there.
Shit,
Just
motherfucker.
jack for Biden. Go Biden. Trump, Biden, all on the same.
Rode the black black
know
black
that one
people.
White people, leave us the fuck alone.
All on, man. I ain't trying to deal with that, man.
My guy.
Swagger low.
Big swag.
But yeah, man. But
Big
like
swag
other
if
than
you
that,
nasty.
what else y'all got going on? What y'all plans are for this week?
This week I'm on vacation, man.
You on vacation for work?
I ain't on no full vacation, but I took 3 days off in between my
Yeah,
2
wasn't
off
enough.
days.
Yeah.
So I'm off 5 days straight. So I'm gonna call it vacation because I
Yeah.
want to enjoy myself like it's a vacation.
Yeah, it's vacation.
So I'm gonna go to work Monday and Tuesday, and I'm not going back until that next Monday.
I'm a nasty motherfucker.
Going to the mountains. I'm a nasty motherfucker, man.
Get it in. That's like my whole week.
I am gonna still keep my eye on Robin Hood though, cause as long as I got money in there, I'm definitely gonna
Got
be
to.
watching out for
I
it,
think just
man. And,
watch it.
and like I said, just being thirsty for the next play. I like when you said earlier though, you just had that one call that you was on all week. I might do that this week. I might find me one play and just let it just ride
Yeah,
out
if you
all
listen
week.
to your boy, you can get play. You did because I gave him that one play he made all week and made good money off.
But
of
no,
it
I
because
had. But the
know
two
he
play.
was wrong.
But I
Boo.
made money off that play. But I had two play. I had two
Yeah.
plays I had the week
D-
before, and I still
DD.
still got a contract with Apple right now
got
that
a
don't
contract.
even expire till February 12th. But like I said, depending on what Apple do this week. But like I'm telling you,
That's
just
3
like
weeks from now, you still got a decent amount of time.
yeah, I can keep it. I can hold it. It depending on however the charts look for me, and like wherever I want to my price point where I want to get out of that.
Yeah.
Like I mean, what I'm gonna do.
You up 100%.
Yeah, what I'm gonna do every day is put the trailing stop loss. Cause like, I mean, you say you
can't
do
put
a
a
stop
trailing
price.
stop
You
loss.
do a stop price. So basically, my stop price, I say I had put my stop price for $9. It went down to $9.40, and like so like
And you never triggered.
It
though.
never got
That's what
down
I'm saying.
there.
A trailing stop loss, if anybody in the stock market is when you get stocks and it's running up, and like say at the price like at $35, and you don't want it to go too much lower than that, you put a trailing stop loss on that $35, but you put like what percentage you want. Like say if you don't want to go like if it like keep going up and like if it go down 5% from where the high was, it'll sell it. Off top, it just sell it for you or whatever. So you ain't gotta be looking at the whole
the market
time.
all day.
Stressful, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it be
exactly.
stressful or whatever.
Stressful.
It just already gonna sell for you. Put a number in for a limit sale for like an auction. So like say the auction is at $12 and you like I ain't want to go under $11.50. So like you put that limit stop loss sale on $11.50. So if it ever get to $11.50, it gonna sell automatically.
Outta
Boom.
here, yeah.
Out of here. So you ain't gotta be like looking at it forever. Cause like think about it, you got it at $12 in the market just tank real fast and they go back down to $9. Like oh fuck, I ain't see that shit. 'cause I was-
Hurt, boy, you sick.
you just lost $300 that
sick,
fast. You feel me? That fast. You ain't even realize it because you weren't looking at your phone at that time. That's
You
why
sick.
it's hard to be in the market and working at the same time. Cause I'm gonna be in my phone in the market.
Yeah.
That's my money right now. I'm
That's-
gonna be worried about that now.
I'm gonna check these charts, and I guess
You did?
that's what I do now. Like I say, my routine. I get up around 6:15, 6:30 every like Monday through Friday. I check the markets and stuff. I check like I stretch my body and stuff. You know, just get my body warmed
Check the
up.
futures and shit like
Check
that.
the futures and I just check the market. I look at some places. I start right now looking at the contracts and stuff. And I look at the numbers of the contract. See, people look at the stock number, the share price, but I look at the contract number. So like I look at the previous close, the low of
All that,
I
yeah.
look at the low and I look at so I write down like a price point to where I would want to jump in there and how many contracts I think I would maybe want to get if I was just to see that at that price.
So you have a game
So
plan.
That's
Yeah,
your
game
new.
plan.
That's your new full time job.
Yeah.
You just doing the work that you would do at a full time job, but
Yeah.
you doing it for yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
like you could do a lot more than that than I can. Like I can do it, but it would be by the time I get home, the market either done closed or about to close.
Yep.
So
But
I could do all that
your best
studying
time-
after
your-
the market closed.
That's
but
the best time to do
you
it.
know,
I'm saying, guess
you
what?
get to catch it
Think about
hot
this.
in the morning
But
before it even opens.
That's true. But think about this though, like we had to practice before we went to play on Friday.
Yeah, yeah.
So basically, my practice is after the market closed.
Yeah,
I
when the market
I can't practice when on the game. Spitting on you, I can't practice when the game
What's
on.
up with you in this
wet-
sprinkler
my-
I
mouth,
got
man?
wet
This nigga
mouth.
sprinkler mouth, man.
I've been eating this candy and stuff like so.
I
like
got wet mouth.
I mean, that is cool.
What is that?
I don't even know what to say about that. That's pretty tambourine shaker.
What you on this week, the boss? What you on?
Man, just trying to get more money in the market, man. Trying to get life-changing money in the market this week. I'm trying to get
Career
enough
high?
money. I'm at my career high. Trying to break 9K right now. You did. So once I break, I don't know what number I need to get to be like, I'm finna get me another house. I mean, I got the money. It just, I want to get more money in my brokerage account before I just buy a house or whatever. I mean, it'll be easy because I know I could get a 5% loan and just find a property for about $150 or something like that. Somewhere around that range or whatever that I could just play.
That's a lot of them, though.
I would rather try to get a property off auction.com. I heard a dude on Erica Williams' show. He was like, him and his wife bought a property for like $25K. They ain't even do nothing with it to like build up their money to be able to like fix it up, and they just sat on it and just paid the taxes, because when you get the asset, you got the asset. You can do whatever you want with the asset.
You got it.
When you got the asset, like, you can sell it. He said he got so many wholesalers trying to, buy it, because you buy it in a neighborhood that's like emerging or whatever, and just sit on it.
Yeah, I done had that story. I done had somebody tell me that story before. It was this dude that had 2 houses somewhere in Georgia, and like maybe 10 years after he had it, he was just paying the taxes on it. He ain't do nothing. They was side by side. Bought both of them. Well, they got passed down to him, but they came and built the middle school right there. Cashed him out. Cashed him out.
Appreciate it.
Cashed him out. So yeah, once you got the asset, it's your asset to do what you want to do with it. Use it how you want to use it. You can rent it out. You can fix it up. You can sell it, or you can just keep it and just wait for that one person that's gonna come in and be like, "Shit, I got $5 million for you."
It's just your
Yeah,
decision.
let me get that 5.
It's just your decision.
Go ahead and work this $5 million.
Let's go ahead
Social
and close it
media,
down. Yeah,
though,
I'm gonna get my. You follow me, like I say, don't follow me. Follow me whenever I start tweeting some stuff.
Just swallow
bring
that candy
value.
first, man. Please.
Where that mom, man?
Where that fucking more's that?
Follow me.
Hey, check this out. I've been on the phone with niggas sometimes like, boy, I can tell you, E, boy, sound boys on the phone with your ass. Boy, goddamn, boy, put it on mute for a
But hey,
little bit.
check this out. That's my
Come
thing.
and get this
That's something
bubbles
I do
on.
need to change, is get my social media stuff to a level where it need to be at. Like I said, I do be Navy Black page, but that's just stuff that's promotion. It ain't nothing. But I need to get better. But follow me if you want to, but you ain't got to, because I ain't doing shit.
Work in progress, though. Follow me on Twitter and IG at DevonDon'tCare_ Snap at OTG_93. The boss, what's up?
Jeremy gotta give his.
Twitter at the Jeremy Gant, and Snap Jeremy_Gant.
You can follow me at The Money QB on Twitter, Instagram. You can follow the Navy Black page on YouTube at Navy Black Podcast, on Twitter and Instagram at Navy Black Pod. You can go to the website at NavyBlackPodcast.com. It should be live soon, so you can buy shirts. We need to order shirts on there to see how it is shipping and stuff like that. But just support the movement we trying to build and support what we trying to do in life. We just young black brothers trying to succeed and be great. Yeah, it is. And this is the Navy Black Podcast. We'll see y'all next week.
And you could lead a hold of water player, but you can't make a drink. You dig what I'm saying?
Freeze frame, you guys.
Damn good. They ain't no damn good. I tell you to the face. They ain't no damn good.
Like, subscribe, and follow the Navy Black Podcast on all social media platforms.